Skylinks, bring me a Quintesson.
Quintesson? But they're in hiding at the far reaches of the galaxy.
What's the matter? Don't you think you can handle it?
Of course I can handle it, but what on Cybertron do you want with the Quintesson?
I need a Quintesson to rebuild Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime? I will not rest until I have found you a Quintesson.
Welcome back to BubbaChuck14 and welcome to another video. And if it's your first time here, click on that subscribe button for more stop motion, Transformers, action figure reviews, or sneakers. This is the channel for you, and today it's another video for the Transformers, and we are looking at a fun figure to take a look at, the Quintesson Judge. This is an awesome figure to get added to the collection, and it's always sold out, so I'm really excited to take a look at this figure. Without further ado, let's check out this box so we can take the Quintesson Judge and add it to the collection. BubbaChuck14, let's do this! So here we'll take a look at the Quintesson Judge in the packaging, and you can see at the side of the box that great artwork of the Quintesson Judge, and then at the back you got the product shots, and it transforms into 16 steps into this prison cell type thing, and so it shows there that the figure's head can turn and twist around. And then on the other side, that Earthrise Warfare Cybertron artwork, and then you've got the Transformers. As you can see, this is the Quintesson logo because it's not a Decepticon, it's not an Autobot. And then at the front of the bubble, you can see the 3 heads as well as the other 2 heads that are not attached. I'm pretty excited to get this guy out. It's time to get the Quintesson Judge out. So here is everything that comes in the Quintesson Judge pack. And first off, we will take a look at the instruction sheet. And as you can see, it's a very short instruction sheet, or small rather. But it does say here, as it came in the box, 2 of the judges' faces are not attached. It's the face of Wrath and Judgment were not attached, but I did try to put him on, and that's it. I got the face attached. And then as usual, you also have this map, and then you have this red decoder thing. And let's take a look at the map. If you can find anything, well, I guess it says Quintessa, if you can read it over there. Then that's it for this map. I don't care much for these, so here are the main guys. And the Quintesson Judge comes with a very small gun cast in gray plastic. Not very interested in the gun. And then he's got, as I've said, the 2 faces. So you've got Wrath here in this red and white color, and then let's take a look at the rest of the judges' faces. So this is Wisdom, and then Death, and then War, and then this is Judgment. And then you have the judge's seat over here, which is cast in a green plastic. And then this Energon Blast in transparent clear plastic as well. So to detach this, you just press this down, and then the tabs that hold on, like these ones, will detach from the top over here. And then you have these tentacles, which are very soft plastic, so they're very poseable. And you have these tabs over here on which the gun will attach, and I will show it off later. Then we'll put this back in, and then you have these on the top. It's a detachable prison thing, which I will show in the transformation how this comes into play. And then we will put on the face of Wrath into the tab. So this thing just lifts up, and then as you can see over here, there's a small arrow and then a hole, and then that small tab which will tab into here, and then this small notch over here will go into that small hole. So we will try to put it on. I hope it's not as difficult as they say. So I finally got the head of Wrath to get in there. Yes, it takes a little bit of work to get him in there, but once it's there, it's firmly stuck and it's not moving. So once you got that there, you just clip it back in, then you just push back that globe over the top. I took this thing off when I was putting the head on, so you can put it back as well. Then you've got this lever which activates the action feature of this thing, and if you can push it like slowly, it will turn the head one by one, or if you can push it with force and it'll go like 3 heads at once, just like in the show. And it's a really cool action feature as well. Let's examine each of the heads, and starting with Death. As you can see here, pretty great sculpture. The paint details are awesome, and since I don't have that exclusive Quintesson Judgment pit set, so I'm not complaining. And then on the other side you have War in his orange and teal colored face here. Oh, I guess Death's mouth does open and close for that. If you want stop motion videos, then you can use this as he is talking. And this one, I don't think it'll move for War. And then you have Judgment over here, and it's cool looking dude as well. And let's see if the mouth will move. Well, I guess not. And then on the other side you have Wrath, and his mouth will move as well. Really awesome. And then last but not least, you have Wisdom, and let's see if his mouth will move as well. I guess not. Oh yeah, it does, but it's just a little bit. But it's really cool that these things can talk, and I really love how these action feature moves as well. That's it for the action features and the heads. Let's take a look at his transformation. Before we transform him, forgot to show off how the gun would look like if you tab it on to the one of the arms. So you can use the hole over here, which can tab into the small tab here. Or I guess you can tab the gun on one of the tentacles, and that's how he would look like, pointing the gun at somebody else. That's it for the gun, which I'm not gonna use that feature. So let's get on to the transformation, and let's take off the headpiece, and then you untab. So this will be a prison cell. Set this guys off the side, and then have this chair which will untab, and much like Astro Train's backpack becomes something like this, and these two can tab to the main body itself. So the prison cell tabs onto here, and then on the faces, so you have to line up Death's to the one with the 2 notches. So you have to move it to make sure that it's all in line. So there's Death. So as you can see here at the bottom, these 2 tabs will tab into the notch over here. So if you lift all the heads up, all of these just have 1 notch. As you can see, Death has the only 2 notches that's on the head. So you lift all of the heads up, and then you can take off the energy beam as well. Then you just take down these stands, and then you line them up, as you can see there. So once all of them are lined up, it will stand on its own. Take the tentacles out, so it will stand on its base, and then you connect the connector ports on the chair and on the main body. So that's how it will look like. And then once you've got that done, this part, there's two holes on the base of this energy blast. Then you can just line them up with the two tabs. Once you have them lined up, you can put it on back on the head, which will look like this. And I really don't care for that anyway, so that's how it'll look like as his alt form. And this prison cell can open up, and you can put any small figure. So we have Wrath from Transformers Prime. He will fit in there very nicely. So you got one prisoner, or you can put a headmaster as well. You have Cups headmasters, can fit in here, or it can go into the prison cell as well. It's pretty cool action feature actually, but I'm not probably gonna display this in this configuration, but this one I'll probably attach to one of the bases or the titans that I have. That's it for this alternate forms. We are going to transform this guy into Quintesson Judge mode so we can take a look, some comparisons, and how awesome this guy looks with the other figures in the Earthrise and other past Transformers figures. And here he is back in his Quintesson Judge mode, and of course, let's take a look at him and how he looks like with Titans Return Hot Rod and then Titans Return Cup. These are the guys that he gave judgment in the Transformers movie. That's how they look like together. I'm excited to get those Studio Series Hot Rod and Cup. And then let's put them off to the side. Of course, in that intro video you saw, it's one of the episodes from the Return of Optimus Prime. So we got his trailer, and then we have Optimus Prime, as he was one who revived Optimus Prime back in that episode, the rebirth or Return of Optimus Prime. As you can see over here, it's really nice. And then the guy who rescued him out, gave him a ride, none other than Mr. Magnificence himself, Skylynx. And that's how he looks like with Mr. Magnificence. Pretty awesome figure in my opinion. This is a really fun addition to my Earthrise collection. And that has been my review for this Quintesson Judge Earthrise figure. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for my next video, as we're gonna take a look at more Earthrise and more stop action videos. This has been BabaChuck14, and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and as always, do it with style or don't do it at all.